Hey guys and gals, thanks for tuning back into my channel here from my Ducati motorcycle. Here I have a 2020 Ducati 821, and I want to share some things with you over my 4 years that I've learned about this motorcycle. Other than it being a wonderful bike, I really love it. If you watch my previous 20 or so videos, you'll see how much I enjoy it and how much I think it's worth buying. But there are some downsides to owning this motorcycle. I'm going to go over 4 or 5 of them, the big ones. And it's something you need to consider if you're looking. People go to YouTube to try to figure out whether they want to buy something or they want to own it, and this is specifically for y'all to see. And after 4 years, what I found out and how much some of this stuff costs. So here we go, we're going to jump into it. The first thing you need to consider is that every 5 years you need to change or you need to put a new belt on this bike. And I got a quote just recently. I think that it's pretty discounted. It's from a Plano store, Ducati European Motorcycles, BMW Triumph, Ducati, Norton, and some other European brands. So they seem to be a little bit cheaper, lesser expensive, and they quoted me $1,100. It can be anywhere up to about $1,700 to get the belt replaced for your timing of your valves. So that is something that you need to consider, and that's every 5 years. You can, and I'm doing this, I'm stretching it up to closer to 6 years because I keep this, my motorcycle inside a garage, and so it's not kept out just in a parking spot or on the side of the house. So it's kept in a little bit more stabilized temperature, and so you can use that as a consideration, or you can consider that a risk that you want to take. So definitely not something you want to do is have your belt break while the engine is running. So another thing that is a major pain in the butt with this motorcycle is this rear exhaust. This is where all the heat comes from. Obviously heat comes from the front exhaust too, but that seems to be taken away from your body and away from essential parts on the motorcycle. So it's not as much as a concern up here at the front. It's the rear one. The rear one gets to your legs, your knee, your thigh, your calf, your shin, and it cooks those parts of your body. I've got heat shielding or heat tape on mine, and it cuts the heat down by about 30 to 40%, reduces it. But this exhaust at the point where it comes out the back is anywhere from 600 to 700 degrees. Yes, upwards of 700 degrees. And so that anything around that portion of that exhaust, anything within a bubble is literally cooked. And so you're cooking your rear brake. Your rear brake reservoir has a hose that runs directly behind the rear portion of the exhaust. It almost touches it. So your brake fluid is getting 500, 600 degrees, and your exhaust or the shock has either nitrogen in it, or has air, it has oil, it has rubber bushings and things that wear out, and as they get hot, they wear out faster. Also too, the heat can make the shock lose dampening and rebound and create a situation where the shock wears out faster, and then you could hit a bump or hit something and you not have the shock absorption that you need, and it can create a dangerous situation, or even create a head shake over speed. So having the exhaust near the rear shock is definitely a bad thing, very bad thing. And it's most likely that you should probably look at having your rear shock rebuilt, every year or every 2 years, and that would get very expensive, just like the rear bleeding the fluid, or draining all the fluid out, filling it up with new .4, .5 fluid, and then bleeding the system. I had to do that just recently, last week, and it was $200. And it can go up to $350. And I was informed, because I waited 2 years to change that fluid, that it had kind of become more of a gel-like fluid, and some of it had crystallized. And there is an ABS computer pump in here that's positioned that controls the ABS of the rear brakes and the front brakes. And with me doing that, or you doing that and stretching that out, and that crystallizing or gelling up could create damage to the ABS main system here, and that is $3,000 and likely $3,500 to have Ducati get that in and replace that for you and put that on. So that would be very expensive. Also too, this rear exhaust is right next to the battery. Now, close up of the rear shock and the rear battery. There's the rear battery tray right in here, and it is right below the exhaust. that battery is going to get at least 400 degrees. And so a lead acid battery that this bike comes with is not going to handle that 400 degrees. It's going to wear out fast, just like mine did. And I ended up, you know, obviously you can't start the bike without a battery. And so I had to go out and buy a $250 battery at the time. I have a video on it. It's an anti-gravity battery, the same almost specific size that the stock battery is, but it weighs like 70% less, and it has almost twice the cranking power. But again, it's $250, maybe $350 now. So you're going to have to get a new battery, a lithium-ion battery. You're going to have to yearly flush out the fluid and replace it and bleed the system. That's $200. In the end, you probably should look at having your shock rebuilt at least every couple of years. I think that would be the safe bet. And I don't know how much that is, but that's not cheap. And then again, your timing for your L-twin 821 motor, that's got to be replaced every let's just say 5 years, and that is $1,100 to $1,600. Those are a lot of things that you have to do to maintain this motorcycle. And another thing that you need to do is change the oil. I change my oil since I don't ride it a bunch. I will go about every 2 years, but they recommend, if I recall, every year you change your oil. And an oil change kit with the Shell oil and a Ducati filter and the other little Ducati things that are in that kit is, I think, $120 to $140, $150. And that's something you need to do. I think that's pretty expensive for an oil change or bottles of oil and an oil filter, but that's how much it costs to do the oil change on the Ducati motorcycles. So the belt, the rear brake, the battery, the heat from the exhaust on your legs, and another thing that I want to tell you about, because I got that rear brake service or the whole service done on the ABS brakes, my brake still does not work very good. They gave me the option to do more in-depth replacing of things, but that could get very, very expensive, up to $3 grand. And so they said that they were able to bleed it. They had to bleed it multiple times. They had to work it out, and it took a little longer to do, but they said they got my brakes working as far as, working. But my rear brake, once I got on the bike, is not working very well, even though I had the service done. It is working. It's working about 10% better than it was when it was not working at all, but the rear brake is pretty non-usable. And so what I'm going to try to do, it does have new fluid, it was bled. I'm going to try to replace the rear pads. These are the stock pads. Maybe over the time that I had them, they've gotten glazed over or they got contaminated and they're not gripping anymore. So I went on Amazon and I looked up 821 Monster Ducati rear brake pads, and these were pretty decent in price. They were about $35, $34. There's some for $50, $60. There's some for $70. So these were mid-grade. They're by a great company. And I'm going to try these and swap them out and see if that improves anything, because otherwise right now the rear brake is pretty useless. The front brake is where your main braking comes from, and this is the assist brake, but you've got to have your rear brake work. You've got to be able to stop the motorcycle using this without using the front of the bike. I'm not saying lock up the rear wheel all the time, but you got to be able to use this brake. And right now, I can't really use that brake for more than maybe 5% braking. It's really weak. So I've got to get this fixed. So I'm going to try this. I'll report back and maybe do a video on installing these. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you watching. You need to know these things for this motorcycle if you want to buy it. Everything is expensive, but I think this motorcycle is worth it for what it is. Every 5 years, to have the belt replaced and spend that $1,100, $1,200. I don't think that's the end of the world. But not having a rear brake may be more important to you. It is pretty important to me that my rear brake works. And there's just the heat of the exhaust makes the bike sometimes, close to unrideable when it's, 85, 90 degrees. It's just not fun to ride, getting your lower half of your body cooked. So these are things you need to consider if you want to buy a Monster 821 or the 821 engine in whatever you're going to buy it in. So thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. The wind's picking up, and check me out for more videos. All right, bye-bye.